good? It's your boy Mo. I'm back for episode 2. I know I've been gone for some time, but I ain't fell off. I had to come back when my light-skinned brother came back, so we're going to talk about that. And I want to let y'all know I'm back dropping podcasts throughout the week. You dig?
I've been counting honest, that's the usual. Get it, that's just how I'm living. Spin it, that's just how I'm living. I've been getting mine nowhere like you ain't know. I've been counting honest, that's the usual.
Yeah, so what's good? It's your boy Mo. I'm back live for episode 2 of Let Me Talk. I'm glad y'all sticking with me if y'all listening. I'm sorry it's been a while. I just was trying to work out how to get this podcast really in order and make sure I really was giving y'all what I said I was. So without further ado, this episode 2, let's get into it. So today I'm just going to talk about Scorpion and Drake's new album as a way to, kind of get back into the mix, let y'all give me some feedback on something I know everybody's going to be talking about. The first song is Survival. That joint was kind of, an intro, just a cool little, get you ready, get your mood right. Because, like you said, it's two-sided. So I really just listened to the first side with him rapping. Because I really like when Drake raps. I feel like he has some bars. He really does have some bars. Regardless if he writes them or not, who knows. But I really feel like Drake has bars. So Survival was a way kind of to get us into that mode. Next we have Non-Stop. Non-Stop was kind of one of them little bangers you hear in the club real quick, from what I was hearing, but he was still talking about, kind of his flashy life, he was living, he was balling out, but it was one of those, I feel like Non-Stop was probably one of those club little mixes he wanted us to, vibe out to, because I definitely bumped that in the whip. Elevate was next. Kind of a slow track. He's really talking. I don't remember this track too much. I would have to go back and listen to it again. I listened to it maybe two or three times. So yeah. So then next is Emotionless. This is the track where he addresses the whole baby situation, and he said, "I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was just hiding my kid from the world." So some people, I've been talking to my friends all day, talking to people all day, and some people feel like that bar was whack, like, oh, that bar was weak, that bar wasn't really addressing anything. My take on it is when you're a celebrity, especially at his extent, I feel like maybe there is aspects of his life he wants private. Like, look at J. Cole. J. Cole, had a whole wife, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like music isn't about their love life and their family life. Music what the type of music they make is more about what are they doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna listen to Meek Mill if he say he out here moving this and that, or he did this and that, because I listen to Meek Mill for motivation. I also listen to Meek Mill for a story, and he always gives you that story that you can relate to. If I go back and I see Meek Mill was fucking playing patty cake with Lucy Liu on the fucking schoolyard, I don't want to listen to him no more. So I feel like Drake got bars. He does his thing, and I feel like on Emotionless, what he's saying is it's not just it's not just a little kid he bringing into the world. That's his life. That's his that's him after he's gone. So he's basically saying, I don't want my child in that limelight, and that's his decision as a father to make. Now, other people would say, nah, he's a deadbeat. Who knows what he did behind closed doors? We don't know. So, I was just saying, kind of looking at Pusha T in that situation is like Pusha T looked like one of the girls off Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a lot to that one, but that's for another time, and that's just gonna continue throughout weeks and months of this album being out. So then after that, we have God's Plan, we have I'm Upset. Those are just regular regular songs we done heard already, so didn't really listen to those and just skip right past them. After that, we have 8 out of 10. That was hilarious because he had the little Plies, voiceover, or excuse me, not voiceover, but video. Um, I, So that was funny. But he really, that was kind of one of his. I'm just playing around with the track type of songs. Um, Speaking of playing with the track, pause. Uh, he had this song. I think it was. I can't remember. I think it was the second song on the album where it kind of had that Block Boy JV flow and feel to it. So I feel like, his timing with Look Alive was kind of funny now. If y'all want to speculate about Drake, but Drake has, that's what we mean though by Drake has a way of finding talent. He's a different kind of artist where he finds talent before a lot of people and brings it to the limelight. And then once he brings that to the limelight, what he does is he shows how he can innovate the style and keep that person trending in a positive direction. Because Black Boy don't have a hit out right now, but his sound is definitely gonna catch on because of Drake. So Black Boy is going to in turn, blow up like he's supposed to, thanks to that cosign. So I I like what Drake does in that aspect of making his music and things like that. After that, we have Mob Ties. Now, Mob Ties is getting a lot of hot heat everywhere, just because of that verse where he says Louis bags turn to body bags, and it's like, damn, Drake, is your timing any more any more like less planned out, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Like who decides to drop that bar after hearing that X was reportedly shot over a Louis bag? Like, so it's kind of like, damn. But then again, hella niggas got Louis bags, so we can't really speculate. But we just saying, damn, Dre, your timing kind of bad, few. So then, I like Mob Ties though. He was really spitting. He was really delivering some subliminal like Jay Z type rhymes and things like that. So I really like that one. Um, what we have after that? We have Can't Take a Joke. I like that one. He was really um he was really telling y'all and showing y'all what I've been trying to tell a lot of people for a long time, that he is not that Degrassi motherfucker y'all thought he was. Like, he like Degrassi was his way of going legit. If you want to think about it, because Drake always said he wanted to do music. He always wanted to do rap. So, and his, if you listen to some of his other and older tapes, he always talks about, the type of lifestyle he lived and how he came up in good standing, but he always wanted to be kind of, off to the side and things like that. So basically, I think, we don't know about Toronto streets. Nobody knows about Toronto streets, but everybody knows Drake hangs around some real Toronto street niggas. Like, the people in his camp are people that are from those streets of Toronto. So he must be stamped or solidified somehow, because in order to move with them type of people, they gotta respect you and know that what they about, you about. And if you're not, they not really trying to hang with you like that. People may say it's money, but when people been around that long for him, that he came from those Toronto streets, that he still shout out on endless tracks, it's just hard to sit there and say that that's what that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Mob Ties was definitely Drake's way of, solidifying that he ain't nobody to play with. He may be light skinned, but he about that business. And maybe he did kill X, R.I.P. X, but we don't know. We don't know. Everybody wants to say that. I don't think he had anything to do with it. I just feel like the timing of that bar was terrible. What's after that? So after that, uh, we have Sandra's Rose, excuse me. Um, that was heavy. I don't know really how to explain that one, but that one was heavy. That I had to probably make like a separate video for that one. Just talking about that one. Talk Up. I like that. I like when I've always liked when Jay Z and Drake were on the track. Even from Light Up and older songs like that. I really liked when Jay Z and Drake collab because they always try to spar, bar spar. That's what it's called, bar spar. So one says something fly, funny, or hard and raw, and the other one come back and say the opposite. So I really like that. And Jay Z, I like when Jay Z reverts back to his coke days, but then reminds us that he's about Picasso paintings and time for a suit. So I really did enjoy that. And then is there more? I feel like that was Drake's way of letting us know there's an EP dropping. If not an EP, yeah, probably an EP or a mixtape, something free, or he's doing something different. But then, as far as that goes, that's all the side A I listened to. I really did not get a chance to listen to side B because that's the in your feeling side and things like that. I heard, so I'm trying to ease into the sides. I'm probably gonna go back and listen to side A again, just to get another feel for it. But this is my review of what I heard today. I listened to this at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then 2 o'clock at night, and I can tell you now, or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, excuse me, and I can tell you now that nonstop had me feeling the same way at 6 o'clock in the morning as it did at 2:30 in the afternoon. Mob Times had me shocked still. Sandra's Rose had me, like I said, that was heavy. Can't Take a Joke. I like that one because I feel like I'm that dude that he's talking about. I'm who's in there. And then Emotionless. It was cool. I just like the beat. The beat was something heavy. So that's my review on Drake Scorpion. It was cool. It was cool. It was a nice album. It's gonna do numbers. And that Michael Jackson jump, I'm excited to hear that. I've heard or seen good reviews on that, so I'm excited to see that. But for the most part, Drake again. He do it again. He do it time after time, and it's crazy. And it's like we witness greatness every day with LeBron James, who I'll talk about in another podcast. Just dealing with free agency and things like that. To Drake, you know what I'm saying, in music, and then we got the boxers of the world like Floyd Mayweather and things like that. We're growing up in the millennial era, excuse me, which is the era of greatness. Like there's a lot of great things happening. A lot of young African Americans, a lot of I'm gonna say it fucking young. I'm a lot of young niggas out here getting it. Like not niggas in no bad way, but like young niggas, like hustlers, like niggas that want it. And then you got the CEOs of the world that's going to get it, but then you got these lazy motherfuckers that's laying back chilling. So if you laying back chilling, you're not on your grind, you need to get your ass up and go do something, man. Hey, this Mo podcast episode 2. We talked about Drake Scorpion full review of side A. Side B coming soon. Stay with me. You did.